All right, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Also, salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And back with another update. This is an article from the Washington Post. All right, and this post and this article, if you read it, I'm gonna read a little bit of it actually. It points to prophecy, man. All right, all the other nations are getting behind Russia, which is Magog, spoken of in the scriptures, man. So we are living in prophetic times. The men of Great Millstone, from the apostles and elders on down, have the 100% truth, man, of the holy scriptures, man. Okay. So it says here, Russia says Putin greeted other leaders just like the Saudi crown prince. Let's check the tape. So as you can see here, you see Vladimir Putin, all right, the president of Russia, which is Magog in the scriptures. All right, he's the president of the nation that is going to destroy America, man. All right, he's getting behind him all the smaller countries. All right, for example, he's getting behind him Iran, Turkey. All right, members of the European Union. All right, even NATO members are starting to turn against Babylon the Great, which is America, and they're starting to join sides with Putin, which is Magog, man. All right, to fit prophecy, man. All right. It says the Post looked at how Russian President Vladimir Putin greeted 8 world leaders at the group of 20 summit on November 30th, including Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Sarah Parnas, the Washington Post. It says at the weekend's group of 20 summit in Argentina, there was no greater symbol for the expected isolation of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman after the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, or rather the apparent lack thereof, than the enthusiastic greeting the Saudi royal received from Russian President Vladimir Putin. So yeah, everybody's getting well acquainted with Vladimir Putin, because he is Magog, and that is because he is the president of Russia, which is Magog, man. Okay? Just as prophecy says, all these other countries will get behind him, and he should be a leader unto these nations to come against America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, the great whore. All right, Egypt. All right, etc., man. All right, it says, but on Monday, the Kremlin sought to downplay the significance of the greeting, with Putin spokesman Dmitry Peskov telling reporters that it was simply because the Saudi king and the Russian president had good relations. So these other countries, these smaller countries such as Iran, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, all right, France, all right, the president of Germany, all right, all these countries are coming and getting behind Magog, which is Russia, man. Why? Because Russia is going to be that forerunner to come against America, which is Babylon the Great, according to prophecy and according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's plan and his orchestration. Okay? It says the Kremlin spokesman said Putin often greeted other world leaders in a similar manner when he had good relations with them. Peskov did not name other world leaders who Putin had greeted in a similar fashion. So this is as you can see, man, everything is coming together, man. Though, just as Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said in the end, man, all the other countries are getting right behind Russia, which is Magog, so that they can come against America, man, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, this is Ezekiel 38 and 1. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. This is Russia, man. Okay, because they dwell in the land where Magog is. The Russians dwell in that land. So in the last days, the Lord is talking about the people that dwell in that land currently, which is Russia. Okay, verse 3, and say, thus saith Yahweh of power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So this is Russia, all right, gathering all these armies to get behind them so that they can come against America, which is Babylon the Great. which is prophecy, man. We're reading it here in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. It says Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. All right. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Torgamah, Turkey, all right, of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with these. So this is what you're seeing, all right, when you see and hear about or read about Putin going to make acquaintance, all right, in friendship with these other nations, and they're also selling them S-400s, S-300s, all right, which are nuclear defense missile systems, man. Okay, and they're also most likely selling them other things as well, man. Okay, because why? Because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gathering Magog and all his company behind him, man, as it says here. Verse 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company. Who is all thy company? These other nations that he's making good acquaintance with, who he's becoming friends with. Okay, this is all prophecy. All right, it says, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's what the purpose of the Lord raising up Russia, which is Magog, is, man, according to the scriptures, man, because Russia is going to be a guard unto them, which is why you see Russia, which is Magog, selling all these smaller countries S-400s, S-300s, probably selling them nukes, all kinds of weaponry. All right, this is why, man, because we are living in a time in the space right between the destruction of America, man. And who's going to destroy America? Russia and their company, okay? Verse 8, and after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have always been waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. So Russia and all these acquainted countries and leaders, they're going to form the biggest alliance as far as military, and the U.S. is not going to be able to stop this this next battle, man. They've already said according to numbers, according to statistics, that America will not win this next war, and that is prophecy. Okay. You see? Verse 10, thus saith Yahweh power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. So we're coming into those times, man. All right, when Putin, all these other countries are ready, that the Lord is going to put into their mind to go ahead with the attack, man. And that's going to usher in that's going to usher in World War III, man. All right, because the countries backed in Syria are backed by Russia, man. Okay, Syria, Iran, those countries in the Middle East are backed by Russia, and who's attacking those countries? Israel. And who is Israel backed by? The United States. It says the least of the flock shall let me just get it, and this is gonna start World War III, man. Okay, the least of the flock, which is Israel, man. And they're having complications over there in the Middle East, man, which is the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is where the Lord is gathering all these armies, man, led by Russia and led by America and their team, man. So it's going to be America, Babylon the Great versus Magog, but Magog is going to win according to the scriptures, man, according to prophecy. All right, Jeremiah 49 and 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom. Edom is the stronghold of Edom, which is Idumea, which is America, Babylon the Great. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is against you Edomites here in America, man. He's against this whole country from the east to the west, and he's getting ready to destroy it by way of thermonuclear destruction. All right, all by in the hands of Magog, which is Russia, man, and their bands and their company. All right, you see? It says, and his purpose that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who is that? Israel. You fake Jews, man. All right, so Israel's over there bombing. Eventually, Iran and Syria are gonna go ahead and attack, man. All right. Eventually, Israel is going to do something, all right, to really piss off Iran, Syria, and Russia, and they're going to go to war, man. And this is the times we're living in. That's that evil thought spoken of in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, man. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So America's going to be destroyed. Israel's going to be destroyed. How? By ICBM nuclear destruction, man. All right? By all the nations. You see? All right, let me get this. Because all the other countries are going to turn against America because they're going to they're going to become friends with Russia, which is Magog. And they're all going to turn against America and destroy her. Okay? I think it's Revelation 17. Burn her with fire. Let's see here. Yep. It's Revelation 17. This is the times we're coming into. Revelation 17. Let me start up. This is Revelation 17 and 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, which is America, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So that's a lot of people, a lot of different nations are here in America. All right. This is the melting pot, as you could say, which is going to be destroyed soon, man. Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. These are some of the nations that are going to turn against America, man. NATO, all right. All America's allies are going to turn against America and get on onto the side of Russia just to destroy this place, man. Okay. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's going to be the end thereof of America. It's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Okay? All right? Let's see what this is. Beautiful. This is Revelations. How do you go to it? Let's just go up here. This is Revelations 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plague... Hold on, let me start up. Because we are at the end of America. The other countries are getting ready, they're getting set, they're getting prepared, all in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? The Lord is doing everything on the earth. He's orchestrating everything. And we can see the destruction of America getting closer and closer. All right? Now that Magog, according to Ezekiel 37, is gathering those other nations with him. All right? To destroy them. Revelations 18 and 8, it says, therefore... 7 says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen. This is America, man. It's saying that nobody can destroy this place. It says, and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Because a lot of you tell Americans that America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. And they say, oh, we can never be touched. We have the strongest military. Well, the scripture said that you're going to be destroyed, man. All right. How? By way of thermonuclear destruction coming from Magog, which is Russia, coming from their bands, their companies, which is Iran, Turkey, and all these other NATO, your allies that are going to turn against you, man. Revelations 18 and 7, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly be burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai who judgeth her, and that's who's judging her, and that's who's orchestrating this destruction. All right, that you see week in and week out, being prepared. Okay, so that was real quick and cut to the point. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to end it by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Also salutations to the Akim across the world, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and a Bible ball. America's on his way out. Shalom.